Alright guys, so we're here to buckle up for the day with AMC. This is your update going forwards into the day. The markets are still closed at the time of filming. We don't have long to go, approximately 33 minutes from the time of filming, and we're going to be looking at the data for AMC, what we need to know and what we need to prepare for today. So we'll start off by diving in over here and looking at the pre-market, but can I just ask you guys to please leave a like on the video and subscribe. We are trying to grow the channel and get the good DD out there. You guys are doing amazingly so far. Keep subscribing, keep sharing the videos, you will be helping the cause. But do remember as well, this is not financial advice, it is only my personal opinion. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions, as this is purely what I believe based on what I am seeing. But again, do like if you enjoy it. Now we're going to dive in though, and we're going to start off by looking at the pre-market. So I just made a video on the pre-market. I assume that I'm going to actually send that one out in a bit and talk about how the pre-market can be potentially manipulated to scare people with AMC stock. And the reason why I say that is because, like today, but also in prior days, both this week, this month, and obviously in the past year, we've seen the pre-market drop. Now, today's drop now is not too bad, but from the lows we were dropping actually quite a bit from where we actually closed off to where the pre-market took us. And what this means is when we open up, we're going to be opening on a price significantly lower than where we initially closed. And this can scare people. Now, like I said, so far it's coming back up to a more reasonable level. Again, who knows what's going to do in the next half an hour, but so far it's looking like we are going to drop a bit on the open, but it could not be too bad. But yeah, I am preparing for today, and like I said before, what we saw yesterday and actually the day before wasn't too bad. I mean, yesterday was probably the worst, but the prior day before that wasn't too bad. Come out to the past month chart, and that's going to be made even more clear. So yeah, yesterday kind of broke the trend a little bit, but the past 2 or 3 days that we've seen before that, it saw this one kind of flatten out, kind of consolidate for a bit, and one could have assumed that this was a bottom for AMC. Now, of course, that did kind of break recently, and we started to drop lower with that big red candle yesterday. And this is something which I have expected. It's something which I do still expect going forwards into today. I think you guys should be prepared for it. Again, it's just my personal opinion, but I think the worst with AMC is yet to come. Now, that's not a bad thing. I'm still a big fan of the MOAS. I believe it is going to happen. But like I've said before, and like I will continue to say, we should prepare ourselves for the worst case scenario, because things could get better before they get... things could get worse before they get better. And if we are prepared, we're not going to panic at the last minute. This is going to be an advantage to us if we can play through that. But of course, they are going to do what they can to try and trick us, try and get us out of the stock, because they don't want to cover at these high prices and close their positions. So be aware of it. It's something that we should all prepare for, like I said. So I think today, I am still preparing for the worst. I know that yesterday was a drop of about 9%. I think we could continue to drop today. I think what they're going to do, though, is do their best to make AMC sort of mirror the market conditions, like I said yesterday. So what do I mean by this? I mean, generally speaking, when the markets are going down, as they have been for a long time, actually the past couple of weeks, we've seen AMC drop significantly when the markets are only dropping like 2-3%. So AMC is dropping like 10-15% on days when the market is down by 2-3. I understand that the stock is going to move more than the index, because of course the index is only comprised of multiple stocks. So of course it just takes an average figure of the best and the worst. So AMC is going to move more than the average index, but AMC is not going to drop by 15, 20, or even 10% on a day where the markets are quite flat, like yesterday, really, for example. So yeah, when the markets are moving down, we're seeing AMC move down significantly, but when the markets are moving up by quite a bit, we had a green day not too long ago, AMC only moved up by a tiny bit. And if you look at this has been the trend for the past few weeks, and actually the past few months. Zoom out to the past 3 months, and you can see, or even the past 6 months to make it really clear. Look at the notable red days and the notable green days. So, to me, notable green days that stand out is this first one, but compare that to the drop that we're seeing a big drop like this. Arguably, these were a notable few green days, bigger drop came after. Few green days, massive drop afterwards. Again, another green period, and then a even more significant drop. And what this does is it makes it look like AMC is falling on its own merit, when in actuality, we know that is probably not the case. So now we're going to have a look at the data for the shares available to borrow, because I do think that is an important figure. It probably wasn't the title of this video, because it is something that we should all be aware of and also prepare for, because the more shares they have available to borrow, the more they can short this one down. So be prepared, be aware. What we're looking at is a figure of 5.3 million, which is actually quite a bit. So, prepare for it. It could happen today. Again, who knows when they're going to use those shares, if they're going to use those shares, but I do think it is possible and likely. Again, prepare for the worst case scenario and we will never be disappointed. We're seeing ETF shares available down here for those of you interested. So there you go. It's not like there's really a shortage of shares to short, if you will. So that's why we need to be completely aware. Now, like I have said before, I could be wrong. I do hope I'm wrong. I hope AMC is going to have a big green day today, but I also think it's possible that the opposite could be the case. And it never hurts to be prepared, it never hurts to be aware, and that's what we can do to put ourselves on the front foot in the best position. So, here's your morning update for AMC. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you found it useful. Again, I'm going to be back throughout the day to give you guys more updated content. So do subscribe, do like, do share if you can. And like I said, I'll be back in a bit. So I'll see you then. So thank you for watching through till the end. But let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.